Welcome to another episode from Zach Maglin Collectibles, where we rip everything sports cards and notable collectibles. Today, we have a new product, 2025 Donruss, the red boxes from Target. Will this box be red hot and filled with downtowns? Let's find out. Welcome back, YouTube. Thank you for joining us once again. As you can see, we are going downtown hunting, but this time in a newer product. This is, once again, 2025 Donruss, but this is actually the Target red box. So the difference between this box and this box, which was also purchased at Target, is the following. The box that we opened up in a previous video has the white hot rookies, and this red box has, you guessed it, red hot rookies. But of course, both are looking for the ultra rare downtowns. So we didn't pull a downtown last time with the white box, but hopefully this time this box will be red hot and filled with downtowns. So we purchased this actually for the same price, as this also was $24.99 at our local Target. So without further delay, let's see. Let's find out and let the hunting begin. So we have two of these boxes, which means we paid what? $50. So as you know, football season is in full gear. I believe half of the season is done. So we have some ballers and not so ballers, all right, playing right now. Some of the guys that we really look forward to making a dent, like CJ Stroud, we've got money invested in, not so much, all right. JD5, another guy, not so much. Now, the hot names are what? Bryce Young, once again, who we do have investments on. Who else is good? Jackson Dart is the hot rookie, okay, but I know people like Ashton Genty, who was a rookie, Travis Hunter, they have not panned out, and Cam Ward, they haven't quite panned out as rookies. So, without further delay, let's get to it. Let's see if we can get red hot loaded packs. Here goes pack number one. Right, and let's see who we get. So, as usual, we'll set aside our rookies from our vets, and if there's anyone notable, we will definitely... There it is. There's a notable guy right there, Jackson Dart, right from the get-go. Ooh, there you go. Bang, we have another Caleb Williams patch. I believe we have the same patch, okay, which is a little crazy. All right, we have the same exact patch of this Caleb Williams card. And let's see here. So we pulled this exact, where's that at? This exact card before. So we have it again. Caleb Williams patch. We seem to be a magnet for Caleb Williams patch cards. So if we can get this sleeved up, we will put it on display. All right, we hit a Jackson Dart base right there as well. And this is the first pack. So here we go, continuing on. Bryce Young, there you go. And you know who else has been playing well? Who's probably got to be the top-rated wide receiver right now? One Jason Smith-Njigba. The reason I bring him up is because a few years back, before I started the channel and I was just getting back into cards, I did pull his downtown from a Donruss blast. Well, maybe it was a mega box. So I pulled his downtown. It's the one that's got like Starbucks, and he's with Seattle, right? And I pulled it. I got it graded. It graded a PSA 10. And about a year and a half ago, it was in his second year, during the summer, I sold it for about close to $500, okay? And I think now it's like over $600. But we didn't know that he was going to be the player he is today. So, all right, so here is a full photo card of Derrick Henry. And we have some shine here of production. And this is Marvin Harrison Jr., who has not really been that, okay? Which is productive. Adunze, year 2. And we have a Kid Reporter. All right, moving right along. So yes, Jason Smith, he's been doing well this year, and it's showing with his cards. So if you have any Jason Smith Silver Prism, which I need to look up, because I might actually have a silver, but I know it was his downtown that I had, they're going to be worth something. But then again, I could say many players where it's the opposite. Anthony Richardson definitely is one of them. All right, so we're going to have, hey, there it is, our first red hot rookies. I believe we have this in the white, McMillan in the white hot rookies. We have him now in the red hot rookies. So I believe this is what we're getting differently in terms of an insert. That's, I assume it's guaranteed, but I may be wrong. All right, if we can get it into the sleeve here. All right, so we have this one as well. And there you go. So, you know, the design of Donruss is, you know, so-so, okay. As you can see, you could probably see in the background, we have Absolute. So we are going to be going kaboom hunting. We're going to be shifting from the downtowns to the kaboom. So now is about time that we get a downtown, right? So we'll be doing that in a future video. All right, we have some shine again. Bo Nix, he's been playing well. Will Howard, he is QB. There's Cam Ward. We got a Cam Ward. That's our first Cam Ward from this product. Cam Ward rookie. And we have a Fred Warner. I want to say we pulled the same exact card as well before. Nice looking card. Action All Pros. And CJ Stroud. Where is CJ Stroud? I think he's on the injured list still, right? Come on, CJ. Time to kick it into gear. So we got a Fred Warner. We've got Cam Ward. It is a base rookie, but I believe it's our first Cam Ward card in the Donruss product. I think we pulled like a notoriety, but not his base. So I'm going to show you something here with this card. You could see this card. You don't see any signs of Titans if you do here, okay? So this looks like, I don't know if it's the jersey or the photo, the angle they took it in, it looks like one of those cheap-looking cheap-looking photos there, okay? Where it looks like it's a non-licensed product almost. All right, on to the next one. Here we go. Can we get a downtown? Can we speak that one into existence? All right, we have a press proof Christian Watson on the press proof. And we have some rated rookies here. All right. So look at this, Joe Ferguson. What year was this in? Okay, all right. So last pack of the first box. So we have our giveaway, as you know, at the end of each month. And this month is coming close to an end. And we are giving away a few products, which I'll recap in a bit. But to qualify for our giveaway each month, you need to like this video, watch it till the very end, all right? Be subscribed to the channel. Here's Emeka Agbuka. He's a good player this year. Xavier Worthy. But anyways, you got to be subscribed to the channel. Share this video. We have an instance of Jack Bates. And then Drew Brees. And there you have it. You need to share it with others. And you need to comment. Now, in the comments, I'm going to ask you questions to make sure that we're watching the entire video. Number one, which is the best hit from each box. So I have 2 boxes here. You tell me which is the best hit from each box. I'm going to quickly recap the other ones that are not on display. All right, if you feel that any of these are worthy of a vote for the best one in the first box. And you're also going to mention which is the best hit from the second box. And then finally, you're going to answer an additional question, which I'll bring up a little bit later. Okay, so here we are. On to box number 2. So the reason I ran out and grabbed this box is because a few weeks back, I was also at the same Target, and I believe the product was Mosaic, if I'm not mistaken. I think, no, was it Mosaic? Or maybe it was, yeah, maybe it was Mosaic. And there's Riley Leonard, Trevor Etienne. We have a patch. So we have another patch. This one is of Tyreek Hill. There you go. Anyways, we were there, and there were 2 boxes, okay? They had different colors. I think one was gray. I believe Mosaic has the gray box. And another one was reddish in color. And I was asking during that video, hey, do you know the difference? And no one could answer that question for me. And a few days later, I found out, because there was a bunch of them on the shelf. I'd never seen them before. I was trying to look up at that time, what's the difference? And when I did finally get an answer, it was a few days later. Of course, they were sold out by then. And they come to find out that those boxes that were on the shelf were actually Hobby Blasters, which I've never seen before. Usually the Hobby Blasters are solely found on Panini's website. So I missed out on that. So I said, well, I see a different variation again today. So why not grab it and, you know, compare it at the very least. It's the same price, and it gives us another chance to go downtown hunting. So hopefully in this last box we'll be rewarded. There's a Jalen Hurts full photo card. We have a production line, Just Speak of the Devil, Jason Smith-Njigba and Kenneth Walker III. And there you have it. Okay. So moving right along. All right. On to the next pack. All right, here we go. Anthony Richardson. We have Jaden Blue. We pulled a bunch of his cards. Looks like we are going to get our red hot rookies. And it is going to be Travis Hunter. Normally, I'd say that'd be a good card, but Travis Hunter, I believe, is out for the year. So the top 2 picks, I know Cam Ward is not out, but the fact that he's out of commission is not a good thing. So you get, I guess, 1 red hot rookies from each box. So we've got another one. This one is of Travis Hunter. We'll take that. And here's the Tyreek Hill patch. I don't have a thick enough sleeve for that, so I'm not going to look for one now. On to the next one. Thank you for sticking with us. Here we go. We're going to get some shine. Brock Bowers, Jake Sawyer, Trayvon Henderson. He's been doing well, okay? He has been doing well. And hit the shine. We get, oh, there you go. Bo Nix, Elite Series. I like this looking card here. Probably not worth a lot, but it's Bo Nix, and he's been playing elite football. All right, so there's that. Let's put that on display. All right. Gives you an opportunity to see which cards look best. It looks like we're going to get a Kid Reporter at the end, which we do. All right, we're on to our final 2 packs. And see what we get. Can we get a downtown? Probably not. It looks like we're going to get a red press proof. All right, Jonathan Mingo. Colmets. There is a Trey Tucker press proof. And Jordan James. Dylan Gabriel. There you go, his base. We don't get a Shadur Sanders. Do they make cards for 5th round picks? There's Eli Manning. Was he in the 5th round? 5th or 6th. All right, here we go. Final pack. But before we get to it, we're going to head on back to our giveaway. All right, so just to recap, this month we're giving away this guy right here. We are giving away this guy as well. We are giving away this tin right here. This tin basically is a mystery tin, and if you win, you get to fill it with your favorite player or some cards of your favorite player and favorite team and some additional packs. And we're also giving away this fat pack as well. So remember to go ahead and do that. Now, if you're interested, we have our 1K subscriber giveaway, which we're giving away quite a big haul, okay? So we're going to start you off with this. Then we're going to give you a little bit of this. All right, and then we're going to wrap it up with, we can get it, some of this. Okay, so basically you're getting 2 mega boxes and a blaster of each sport. In order to qualify for that, you're going to have to look at the description. There is going to be a video with separate instructions that you need to follow and complete, okay? And we are going to reward our winners from both the end of the month giveaway as well as the 1K subscriber giveaway in our 1K subscriber thank you appreciation extravaganza live stream, okay? So we'll do that sometime in early December. We'll announce that date as we get closer. All right, so final pack. Here we go. Can we get something here? We'll see. I don't think so, but here we go. Mike Williams, Jason Hawks, Cheney. We're going to get a blue the rookies. Ooh, it's Riley Leonard. That was going to be someone better, but it's Riley Leonard. Boomer. It would have been nice if it was Jackson Dart, right? That would have been a jersey match. Okay, so here are the cards that we just pulled from box number 2. You tell me which one is a good one as well, the best hit, including the Red Hot, Bo Nix, as well as Tyreek Hill. So we have a additional question to ask of you. All right, so remember, in order to qualify for our giveaway, you need to comment. And you need to comment which is the best hit from each box. This is box number 1, box number 2. And additionally, you need to answer one more question. All right, so that question is, okay, thus far, 2025, who do you think is the most improved player of the league? Okay, so for football, who do you think is the most improved player? Let me know as the third question to qualify for our giveaway. So, thank you for joining us. Like I said, we have plenty of products that we're going to be ripping and reviewing. We got football lurking in the background. This was worth a shot, guys, to go downtown hunting for only $25. Would I go back and do it again? Probably not. But like I said, it's worth a shot. And who knows? I may change my mind and give that one up as well in a future prize. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Stay tuned to the next video.